Let's just go ahead and get this over with. So the Pittsburgh Steelers lose to the New York Jets 24-20. It's gonna be a little bit of a tirade in this video. I'm letting you guys know that right now. It's All Pro Sports Talk, the home of sports talk. Hit the subscribe button if you're new. Also hit the like button. I'm going to get my thoughts and stuff together. You know, it's a couple minutes after the game. I usually record them straight after, but this game was pathetic and hard to watch through. Congratulations to the New York Jets. They took advantage of a lowly Pittsburgh Steelers squad. Zach Wilson in the fourth quarter, like the second coming to Aikman, because the Pittsburgh Steelers defensive line without Cameron Hayward and their pass rush without TJ Watt is just legit trash. Defense looked horrible late in the fourth quarter. I get it. Kenny Pickett came into the game. We're going to talk about that in just a second. But this team didn't look good today, man, until Kenny came into the game. Trubisky, they put his bum ass back out there again. And, you know, it's the same thing over and over again with these Pittsburgh Steelers teams. You're basically having a cardiac arrest moment every time you see this team play. You had that moment in week 1 against the Cincinnati Bengals. You had it against New England Patriots. They're right there to keeping the games close because of their defense. But the defense let them down today. Mika Fitzpatrick did have a crucial interception that led to Kenny Pickett getting a QB sneak touchdown. Besides Kenny Pickett, the defense was just the defense. Cameron Hayward got hurt late in the fourth quarter, but it doesn't look like it's going to be anything major. Mika Fitzpatrick did get hurt, but he played a good game as well. Corners didn't look good late in the fourth quarter. He allowed a touchdown to Corey Davis. I want to really get into the nuts and bolts of this offense. I think that you should fire Matt Canada. I said it 2 weeks ago. I'm saying it again. Fire Matt Canada and take Trubisky ass with you. Trubisky's no good. I don't know what this hard on was with Mike Tomlin. And I said this, man, on Twitter. Go follow me over there, man. I was tweeting this stuff out. I was saying, man, they're putting Trubisky back in they're letting Trubisky start. The offense is going to start off sluggish, and he's going to expect for Kenny Pickett to put on the cape and be Superman. And for the most part, Kenny Pickett tried to do that. He did throw 3 interceptions. I don't put any of those interceptions on him except for one. One was late into the game after they fell down 24-20. It was 8 seconds left. You know, it's just a Hail Mary throw up. Then the one interception I do put on Kenny Pickett is in the fourth quarter. Everybody is clamped down the field. You're driving back. Dude, you really need to throw that football away. He tried to throw the football to the sideline, but it ends up being a tip pick. And another interception was trying to give it to Chase Claypool, and it was a tip pick as well. These receivers just need to do better. George Pickett seemed like he was the only receiver that won it. Deontay Johnson, besides the one play that he had this toe down the white line that it came from Trubisky. Other than that, we didn't see much of Johnson today. Pat Freiermuth showed a lot of passion, a lot of fight. I'm telling you, that's Heath Miller 2.0. That kid has potential. I was saying this in the offseason. I'm saying it again, man. Kenny Pickett should have been the starting quarterback for this team, and he is the truth. You at least need to see that. You should at least give him the chance because, man, it's ridiculous out here. It's really ridiculous. The fact that his ass wanted to put Trubisky out there and he had such a hard on for him. It's just ridiculous, man. The team looked pathetic. You lose against a New York Jets team that you should be beating. You lost to Zach Wilson, who hasn't practiced, who hasn't done anything since the preseason, coming off of an MCL injury, and you lost to that New York Jets team. You lost to Breece Hall in the end zone running the football. It's because you waited so long for Kenny Pickett to get into the game and build up momentum. He should have been the starting quarterback from week 1. And if he shouldn't have been the starting quarterback from week 1, you should have let him been the starter in week 2. Because ain't no way in hell you should be going to overtime with the Cincinnati Bengals when you're getting 5 takeaways and 7 sacks. And now you no longer have TJ Watt to bail you out. Mike Tomlin's getting exposed. I don't care what people have to say. I'm not here to defend him anymore. All right, I dropped a video to say, is he holding the Pittsburgh Steelers back? You're damn right he is. I just answered my own question. Yes, he is. And for the majority of you in the comment section, you agree with it. I don't care about the no losing season crap, because this is going to be his first losing season, because he doesn't have the great players to bail him out. If you notice something with Mike Tomlin, he's always had great players to bail him out on his stupid play calls. He always had Antonio Brown to bail him out, Big Ben to bail him out. Those great players. You don't have that anymore. I love me some Najee Harris, and Najee Harris is really good, but he can't cover up the holes in this offense. He can't cover the holes on defense either. With them missing TJ Watt, that is their defense. Him and Mika Fitzpatrick, Cameron Hayward. And Cameron Hayward can only do so much when TJ Watt is not there. And that's not to say Cameron Hayward is a bad player. He's a tremendous defensive tackle. but he can't do much when he's getting triple and double team and there's no TJ. Zach Wilson got sacked once today. Once. Mike Tomlin hangs his hat on defense. Stop the run and we'll run the football. Yay! You didn't do it this game. You didn't do it this game. The stupid penalty by Tyson Lowell on holding that went for 5 yards, they held him back for a -1 yards in rushing. He holds on to the center for whatever reason. And that puts the New York Jets closer to the end zone. They tried to say that Breece Hall fumbled. He didn't fumble. He didn't fumble at all. He didn't fumble. Wasn't a fumble. Breece Hall had 17 carries for 66 yards, 4 yards a pop, 1 touchdown, the game-winning touchdown. Zach Wilson, 252 yards, 18 for 36, 1 touchdown, 2 interceptions, sacked once. Looked like the second coming of Troy Aikman in the fourth quarter. Kenny Pickett went 10 for 13, and 3 incompletions were 3 picks. He looked good. George Pickens finally looked phenomenal when you give him the chance to catch the freaking football. You can say the 3 interceptions are a bad sign for Kenny Pickett, but the offense and the whole defense as a whole would look juiced up when he came into the game. Micah Fitzpatrick had a beautiful interception that set up that QB sneak for Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett also had another rushing touchdown. Something that Mitch can't do. It's crazy. When you put a quarterback in the game that's willing to throw the ball down the field, you get good results. It was just late in the fourth quarter, he had that bad interception that led to the New York Jets getting there. And the first interception, because they're saying his first pass attempt was a pick. It wasn't his fault. It was Claypool. Claypool is just a big marshmallow at this point. I've never seen somebody 6'4", 6'5" that can't catch a fade ball. I ain't never seen nothing like this before. He's just out there. He's just out there running. He's just out there running with a uniform on. That's all he's doing. He ain't doing nothing else. He ain't doing much. He ain't doing nothing, man. Boy had 2 targets and 0 catches, 0 receiving yards because he ain't serious about it. Claypool ain't serious about it, man. Don't give me that in the comments. Say he ain't serious. He ain't serious, y'all. Jalen Warren had a bad play in this game, but he does have some bright spots. It was a misdirection play. At least he got the ball back. That ultimately led to Kenny Pickett throwing an interception, but I ain't blaming it on him, man. Najee Harris had 18 carries for 74 yards, 4 yards a pop. His best rushing game of all season. Should have gave him the football more when Kenny Pickett came into the game. But Mike Tomlin, no. Him and the doofus Matt Canada, no. But at least we get to see what Kenny Pickett looks like in the future, right? That's what a lot of people are saying. They're rubbing the crystal ball there. Yay! He's going against the Buffalo Bills next week. A red-hot defense that just gave Lamar Jackson hell. And if Kenny Pickett does look good, and I'm thinking that he will, it's going to make Mike Tomlin look worse. Because the games you could have won, you dropped because of one person in Mitch Trubisky. And don't give me it's the team as a whole. When the defense was holding teams to a certain amount of points, you had that idiot in Trubisky that couldn't get the ball down the field. Played it safe. It ain't no reason why the New York Jets defense looked like the Chicago Bears defense from the 80s and 90s. They up here clamping up the Pittsburgh Steelers. But when you put in Kenny Pickett, it says, oh man, Kenny Pickett, he's exploiting the seams. He's exploiting the corner routes. He's getting the ball there. No, he did not look 100% phenomenal, but the offense looked better as a whole. It looked juiced up. It looked jointed because you should have started him from the beginning. Yes, he has his mistakes, but it comes with that. You want to know why he has his mistakes? Because he's a rookie in the NFL. But you wanted to start Trubisky. Before I let you guys go, man, was a stupid quote by Mike Tomlin saying he doesn't want to confirm who the QB will need. He's like, I thought we needed a spark. You needed a spark week 2 and 3, you idiot. And he's sitting up here, I thought we needed a spark. He's starting Kenny Pickett next week, and if he doesn't, he deserves to be fired on the spot. It's the same dude that said it's a definite no, we're not going to start. We're not going to put in Pickett in the game. Trubisky's answer. Trubisky could not drive the field on middle of the pack defense against the New York Jets. If he can't do that against the New York Jets, imagine what Trubisky will do against the Buffalo Bills. No, he ain't going to throw the interception, but he ain't going to move you nowhere. He's moving in quicksand. He ain't good. Take Matt Canada, pack him out, and take Trubisky with you. And by the way, for the ones that are going to say it, Mason Rudolph is a better quarterback than Mitch Trubisky. I'm just being honest with you. Trubisky's not a good first string. He's not a good second string. He ain't a good third string. He ain't an NFL ready quarterback. He's not. He's just not good. He sucks. And stop defending him. Let me know what you think in the comment section. Losing to the damn New York Jets.